We're still up on the tripod. What an amazing view. Look at the character in that grey. The last remnants of the lights from the cities below. Hamilton way in the distance. Yesterday the escarpment on the other side of the valley where we were. Oh yeah. And I believe where we were just a little while ago before we climbed out of the community of Dundas. We're doing just fine. I'm on a kind of lookout vantage point, and just through the trees, if you can see through the trees there, you can see Hamilton. I'm thinking in the spring and at the end of the fall, maybe through the winter, the view would be much better with all the leaves on the trees. It's very obscured, but it's a nice view all the same. We're in the grounds, the property, the lands of the Royal Botanical Gardens. Some old building here from whenever, wherever. I don't know. I've seen it many times as I've come through here. Oh, there's an entrance over on that side. Let's go take a little peek. Well, there's an entrance on both sides. Okay, I don't know what it was back in the day. There's like a fire type pit. I don't know. Anyhow, racks and stuff. Curious. Over on this side is a pavilion with picnic tables, big kind of harvest style picnic tables. And my pack's sat over there because I just took it off, rest the shoulders. I'm going to take a little break here. Yeah, I've often thought this would be an area I would camp up. In fact, if you just take a little look right here, right just down here in front of me is a perfect little camp spot right there. And they're all over the place here, all through these grounds. There's tons, but I'm always here too early. Often I've camped at the, like I did last night, at the Dundas overnight rest area on the Blues Trail, and that puts you here, I don't know, 2.5 hours after that. So it's just, I don't know, it might be 9 o'clock, maybe 9:15, I don't know. Anyhow, gonna take a break here, then I'm gonna carry on. As we approach the outskirts, oh, listen to that. Echo! Echo! Jasper! Jumper! Oh dear, I'm silly. As we approach the outskirts of Waterdown, by the way, I've called it Waterford, Watertown, Waterdown, everything else. I came up with a way of remembering the name, and it is Waterdown. Anyhow, we go through another of these most amazing tunnels with the most amazing graffiti. And we're through. Whew, awesome. And get this. When I was hiking the Appalachian Trail, there was a young gentleman. Do I go up these steps or do I not go up these steps? I can't recall if I go up the steps or if I do not go up the steps. I tell you what, let me just get my map out and then I'll come back to you with my story. Okay, so yes, we did go up the steps. So anyhow, when I was on the Appalachian Trail, I met a young gentleman. We ran into each other a few times, which you do with guys hiking the trail. And he was from Toronto, and he was doing a 300-mile section. And we actually left. I can't think of the name of the hostel. We actually left the hostels at the same day to come home. I'm flying out of Boston. He was flying that day. I was flying early the next morning. And so on. But anyhow, cut a long story short, I'm just hiking down a little country road along the Bruce. Two guys approached me on their bikes, road bikes, cyclists, and stopped. Well, if it wasn't the guy, he just told me his trail name again, and I just can't think of it, but I'm such a loser when it comes to names. But it was so interesting and so nice, wonderful to actually see him. Again, basically both of us doing what we do. He was hiking that day, as I say, 300 miles of the Appalachian, and so was I, and I'm hiking the Bruce now. He's out laying down miles on his road bike, cycling, which is very much a lot of what I do for my training too. I use my mountain bike, my Scott 760 mountain bike, but I lay down road miles on that. Great for the hips, I find, for hiking. Anyhow, I just thought I'd tell you. It was so cool to see that young fella. Okay, the trail, well, still gray out, still wet, although limited precipitation earlier this morning. So I think it is clearing now, and cool, or cooler. I think the high today is 19 degrees Celsius, and I think that's about 68 degrees Fahrenheit, give or take. Oh, look at that little bird right there. Oh, he's gone. So it's much cooler yesterday and today for sure. Tomorrow I think the sun comes back, but I think it's supposed to stay quite pleasant for a day or two, temperature wise, and then probably get hotter again. Anyhow, we'll enjoy it while we can. Okay, starting to make our way through the outskirts of Waterdown. And again, it being a holiday Monday, everything will be closed. Although I'm still tempted to go up and have a look and see if there's any other food places open and have a lunch, but we'll see. Yep, the farmer's omelet, brown toast, potatoes, ketchup, jam, and my coffee. Yeah, I came up from behind Walmart where I was going to resupply, and of course Walmart's closed today. But AJ's Diner is not right across the parking lot. What a great place. Busy, and of course he would be, because I don't think a lot of places are open right now. The food looks absolutely delicious. Service is very friendly. And you know what? I'm glad they were open today. Thank you, AJ's, for being open. Beautiful view from the beginning of City View Park. I think that's Burlington. I think it is Burlington. So City View Park. Now, we know this park well insofar as we've actually come through here. Well, this will be the 4th time we've actually come through here, but twice in the past we have camped here. The first time in 2019, I camped somewhere in the middle of the park. And then my northbound in 2020, I camped at the far end of the park. Today, we're going to do neither. I believe we're just going to keep pushing. It's still quite early. We've done good miles, and we're going to keep pushing for more. If I get to where I'm thinking of going, I think it's called the Guelph Line, and I think there's some tenting spots there that I know of or recall. That would give me another 32-kilometer day. That would be pretty damn good. Anyhow, we'll see. Some beautiful homes. One of the homes across the way, gentleman was working outside, so I asked him, and he was kind enough to fill up my water bottles. So I now have camp water for day 6. Now, further down the trail, I have about 3 kilometers to where I was thinking of camping, or I'm thinking of camping. An area I kind of seem to recall there might be some tent spots, but we'll see when I get there. But between here and there, on the Bruce Trail app, the map shows 2 blue lines. Each of those blue lines are some kind of a river or a creek or something. Doesn't really give you much more information on that than that. So I know I'm crossing 2 potential water sources, but you don't have any other information with that app. Unlike Far Out, what previously called Gut Hooks, Bruce Trail on their app, they won't tell you it's a possible water source or a guaranteed water source or anything like that. They don't want the liability. And there's no way for hikers to communicate, nor is there enough through hikers on the trail to make it even worthwhile communicating as far as, hey, water here, tent spots there, or no water here, whatever. So it makes it a little bit more challenging which means you end up carrying more water. I carried 1 liter of water extra today, all day long. Never drank any of that, but ultimately I never needed to, simply because I could have got that liter filled also at this house. But as I say, the problem is you don't know that, and it's cooled down a lot. Just a couple of days ago I would have gone through that liter, no problem. Okay, let's keep going. Let's just take a look at the little trail ahead of us. It's just a little bit muddy, wet, so you got to watch. It can be slippy just from that drizzle. But again, beautiful forest. Just loving the green tunnel of a lot of the Bruce is within a green tunnel, very much like the Appalachian. Yeah, little hilly, rooty, rocky in spots. Very similar in a lot of respects to the Appalachian, just a shorter trail, 600 miles, 900 kilometers, and just less challenging. The climbs are less, the rocky sections are just less, and we have nothing at all like the whites on this trail. Nothing whatsoever. Nothing comes even close to that nightmare. Hello everybody. Well, right now, right through that little entrance, maybe you can see the sign up in the tree. Where's the tree? Somewhere right there. It says 15 side road. It says caution, fast moving vehicles. I am camped right there. And I'm sat on a log having my dinner. Tonight it is a can of the flaky ham with ramen noodles, instant potatoes, hot chocolate. Got my hot chocolate. And I think I'll have a Kit Kat or something like that to finish off with. 33 kilometers today. So how many is that near? 165. I think it's about 165.5 kilometers. Or somewhere around maybe 103 miles. Anyhow, that's how far we've got. Tomorrow it's a road walk. I can't think of the name. Is it Walkers? I don't know. But anyhow, it's a road walk down, left turn, road walk north, and we come to the parking area of Mount Nemo. Over Mount Nemo we go and carry on north. 33 kilometers today. A good solid day. Someone commented on the comments, because I post on Facebook and so on, in my daily report, they said there is a mother and daughter team through hiking. They're ahead of me. I don't know where they are. I did ask that question in the comments, but they're ahead of me, but no idea how far ahead of me. So yeah. We'll see you guys in the morning. Today's been a great day. I think it's going to be sunny tomorrow, but I think it's going to start to get warmer again. But I think tomorrow should be fine. We'll see. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Ramen noodles. Oh yeah. Look at that color at the end of this kind of country lane, country road. Wow. What color is that? Is that magenta? Is that salmon? Oh, and it says just the tail lights of a car. Just adds to it maybe, or not. Just on the country road ahead. Hilly little country road. Yeah, I just left camp 10-15 minutes ago. Camped at a little spot just in the forest at the side of the country road where the trail comes out. We're on side road number 1, heading for Mount Nemo this morning. Hey, good morning everybody. Whew. You can see my headlight illuminating the road sign there. I'll just cover it. Oh, there goes the road side's gone and it's on again. It's just a reflection. Shows you how well that paint reflects. Just a reflection from my headlamp. Day number 7 on our northbound through hike of the Bruce Trail here in Ontario from Niagara Falls to Tobermory. And we are making great progress. I think we're at somewhere around the 166.5. I think that's what it was that I calculated last night, total kilometers in so far of the 900 kilometer hike. You can't see these, but next to me, I've come down this road many times. Well, every time I've done this particular hike, so this is the 4th time. And on my left are multi-million-dollar mansion homes. Several, 10, 20 million, 15 million, I don't know, mansion homes. Anyhow, again, welcome to day 7. I know you won't see much right now. I just wanted to show you that color in the sky as the sun approaches the horizon. We'll talk to you in a bit when it's a little lighter. The last 2 days of gray skies and rain have given away overnight to beautiful morning sunrises, color in the sky. Hope you can see the color in those clouds. I don't know how well, as usual, it's shown on the GoPro, but to my eyes it's stunning. But it's given away, the gray has given away to beautiful morning blue sky. Now, I haven't checked the weather. Hey, good morning everybody again. I haven't checked the weather since for probably yesterday or the day before yesterday I checked the weather. So I knew that yesterday afternoon the rain was going to kind of come to an end. It didn't never really materialize into heavy type rains. There was no thunder, lightning, that kind of thing. It was just a constant kind of drizzle for a day and 3/4, 2 days. But it gave away overnight. Blue skies this morning. And again, the last I checked on the weather, I think we're going to get 2 or 3 days now of blue skies. Reasonable temperatures, manageable. Not as hot as it had been. We are on Walker's Line. You can see the early morning traffic going to work. I don't know what time it is. Must be nearly 7 o'clock by now. Yeah. I camped again just off the side road, the number 1, which would give me about a 3-kilometer morning road walk before I hit Mount Nemo, and I planned it that way. So for Mount Nemo, which is a challenging climb, rocky, if I remember right, I would be doing that in the light rather than in the dark. Because I was thinking of camping around the parking lot of Mount Nemo, but that would mean I would do the ascent in the dark, early morning. So, and besides, 33 kilometers yesterday was just fine. So we have 66 kilometers till we reach the Cedar Springs Motel. That is my next motel stop. It's also my resupply in Georgetown, my next opportunity for a bath, shave, probably need one, yeah, laundry, city food, this kind of thing. And today is Tuesday, so I think that'll be Thursday. In fact, I'm going to make my booking sometime today for a Thursday arrival and Friday morning departure early from the Cedar Springs Motel. From there, just looking ahead, it's 107 kilometers to a community known as Primrose, which is just a far-away kind of traffic light, but it has burger shop, motel, campground, and it's about a kilometer off trail. And that will be my next, probably, motel stay. Probably, at least, if not a motel stay, I'd go to the restaurant to get a breakfast sandwich or a burger, depending on the time of day. And that's 107 kilometers past the Cedar Springs, which is 66 kilometers from here. So that would be a 4-day hop from the Cedar Springs Motel. Yeah, so we've got the next whole week anyhow pretty much basically planned as far as overall averages, but we'll see how it works out. You know what they say, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans, right? You know. Oh, take a look. Sun is just going to be approaching the horizon. Oh yeah, this could be a picture moment. But this road is surprisingly busy and it's narrow. So I'm going to make that left turn at the stop sign, which I have to do to head up to the parking lot for Mount Nemo, if I remember correctly. Maybe I'll get an opportunity of a sunrise image from there, hopefully, because there's trucks and cars and all kinds of things. Yeah. Okay. I think what we're looking at there is the Ford plant from Ford Automotive with the 401 highway. I believe that's what it is. But this lookout point has a tree right in the middle. There's some farmland to the left. Whew. Well, what a push today has been so far. But we have made it too. At least I think I'm in the Kelso Park now. And at the far end of this park, there's a small lake, big pond. I believe there was restrooms. We had a little kind of novelty type store where you get maybe ice creams and stuff. I don't know if that'll be open. I've never seen it open, to be honest with you. That was always apparently due to COVID or whatever, or the first time. It was the time of day I came through here. Again, I don't know. We'll see if it's open today when we get there. As far as camping, I camped there on my southbound leg last time. 2 years ago, I camped at the Kelso Park. There is a Bruce Trail overnight rest area there. So the camping is permitted in that rest area location. And I had a really nice location beneath some trees, kind of hidden out of the way. Sure, there was some 401 noise, but it does peter down in the late hours. And there's picnic tables, pavilion, garbage, and there was also a pit toilet, I believe. I think there's water. There was water in the washroom, I remember. Of course, there's a small lake, but I must have got my water from somewhere. I vaguely recall a spigot, but I'm just not sure. Maybe not. However, I do know I can get water, even if it's just from the lake. So that'll be fine. So that is going to be my camp area for the night. So today, a little less filming so far. It's just been a big push to get here through up and over Mount Nemo, Rattlesnake Point Park, through that. And then the push to actually get to Kelso. Still got a little ways to go. Not sure how many kilometers. Probably 4 or 5 kilometers to go to actually get down to the end of the park. By the way, once we cross the 401 tomorrow morning, we'll have entered into, or be entering into, the Toronto section and leaving the Iroquois section. So yeah, a little bit of an afternoon update about what's going on in Jasper's world today. Mount Nemo trails. This is a map showing where we came. I'm not sure. Oh, I'm here, so I'm at the end of the Mount Nemo Park trail area. And I don't know if I was here when I took the picture of the sunrise this morning. Either way, we have made our way through the Mount Nemo kind of trail system. Beautiful spot, my goodness. Stunning views, just gorgeous. So, I took a little break and ate a bar and so on and so on, and looked at my maps, and maybe a small change in plan, or actually a large change in plan, I don't know. It looks like I'm about 28 and a half, 29 kilometers from here to the end of the Iroquois section and Kelso. Now, Kelso is a park area that I know. I've camped there before. So I know there's water. I know I've camped there before, so I can probably do the same. And the next morning, I would enter into the Toronto section if I get there tonight. That's a big if. It's a push. I got to go through the Rattlesnake Point. It can be challenging. But what that's going to mean is then tomorrow, which is Wednesday, today being Tuesday, it's going to give me a 28 and a half kilometer hike to the Cedar Springs Motel, which is going to put me there much later in the day than I would normally want to be there. So do I do that and actually get myself a night ahead of the situation and be leaving Cedar Springs on the Thursday morning rather than the Friday morning? Or do I just take my time a little bit, get there later, and spend 2 nights and leave on Friday as I was going to? And that would give me ample time then for resupply. I'd have a whole day there. If I get there tomorrow later afternoon, early evening, I can still Uber into town and into Georgetown, resupply, come back, try to get my laundry done and dried. Just less time to do it, that's all. Okay, but it looks like I might push for tomorrow night at the motel. Maybe. We'll see. If I did that, I think that would be the quickest I'd ever done that distance on this trail. I don't know. Anyhow, it's not about speed, but, and as much as I enjoy like the wild camping, and I really do, like last night in the forest was great. I just love it. But I do have other projects on the go. We're back to the Guelph line. We crossed the Guelph line yesterday. First student school bus. We know those. Okay, the Guelph line is a busy road. Pay attention, Jasper. Okay, and I remember down here we are going to parallel this road on the trail, if I remember correctly. We're going to jump in right here. You can see where it says Bruce Trail and the Blazes. It's a left turn, and that left turn is a narrow left right in here, and it is going to parallel the road, so it's just safer than walking on the road. Okay, let's go. Okay. Whew. What a beautiful river here. I know this little spot. Just the river bends right there, and just through the trees, I don't know if you can see a little muskoka chair, but it's just through the trees to the right, and there's a beautiful little camp spot there. And I'd often thought to myself, if I was going to be in this area, this would be the perfect spot to camp, because you've got beautiful wet camp, you've got a muskoka chair down there, and it's beautiful grass. But generally, whew, these climbs are a little tricky on these steps. But generally, I am not here. Let me just pay attention so I don't hurt myself climbing down. Oh, sorry about whopping you guys all over the place. But climbing over this little bridge, steps right there, just like rebar steps. Anyhow, I often thought to myself, that'd be a great spot to camp. But as of yet, I have not got here, and today's the same, this particular northbound hike, at the right time to camp there. It just has not worked out. Anyhow, yeah. So we're carrying on, doing fine. It's around 9 o'clock, 9:15-ish. Beautiful morning, not too hot or anything, with the sun shining. Trails beautiful, forest, woodlands, rivers. Again, nice water source. I just don't need any water yet. And if I do push through to Kelso, I know there's water there, so that inspires me that I don't have to carry a ton of water. I have my electrolyte bottle that's almost full, and then I have about half a liter in my pack, or my camp water, to top that up with, and that'll probably get me through the day. We'll see. Till camp anyhow at Kelso. Okay. Got some climbing ahead of us. We've got some challenging terrain through the Rattlesnake Point area. But still, we're doing just fine. Beautiful in here though. Just take a little look-see at this. Gorgeous. So, would you call this second breakfast? Or would you call it early lunch or first lunch? I don't know. See what time it is. Beautiful, beautiful, perfect day. $10.50. I'm gonna call it early lunch. Yeah. It's one of my cereal pouches. This has 1 cup of cornflakes, half a cup of Cheerios, and half a cup of bran flakes. Powdered milk. And then I just add water, shake it all about. I have cereal. Get some decent nutrients out of this. Bet you can do on trail. "17 kilometers till Kelso, where I'm going to camp tonight, hopefully. I've still got a ways to go, but I think we're doing okay. I booked a night at the Cedar Spring Motel for tomorrow. If I get to Kelso tonight, that would be about a 32 kilometer day. And then I think it's about a 29 kilometer day to the motel tomorrow. Just have to see how we can make out. Right here on this directional arrow sign is what looks like a little stick twig, but that is a stick spider. Oh yeah, right there. Huh, pretty cool. Okay, another lookout point. This one looks to be much more open. Oh wow, you can see the lake below. Whoa, take a look down there. Oh yeah, wow. And the 401 highway, and then from this vantage point, farmland, forest ahead. But just take a look at that lake. Isn't that pretty down there? Looks like there's a beach with boats and stuff. All that stuff would have been open during the kids' summer holidays. Today, I believe it's today, is the first day back at school for the kids. I think it is. Let's just take a look over on this side. Wow. Take a look down there. Highway in the distance. Wow. Huh. Well, we're certainly making headway. We are making good progress. We're definitely making kilometers. But what I'm not doing is finding the trail now. I just came off it. It's back over this way. Little tip. Whenever you come off the trail, for whatever reason, make sure you know where the trail is. Right here. Little right turn. We're back on trail. There we go. So that was a nice viewpoint. You can see the lake. That was pretty. Oh, I don't know. Maybe a nice swim in that lake. A little splash anyhow would be nice today. We'll just see. We'll see when we get down to the area and see what's available to us. Okay, let's keep moving. The Kelso walkway bridge over the railroad. Yep, over the railroad we go. There's glass here, but maybe you can see through it. Over the railroad we go, down into the park area. Whew. Getting closer to camp. Thank goodness, because it's been a tough one today. It's been a tough one. Pushed hard. We've made it to the Kelso Park. Yeah, the last time I camped here, I came around this corner right here. I'm going to show you. And nestled, yeah, it looks like it's still there. Nestled in these trees. Yeah, absolutely beautiful little camp spot. Right in here. And this is probably where I shall camp tonight. However, having said that, there's beautiful grass out here. And so I might just be tempted to stay out here tonight, more in the open. There's picnic tables at the pavilion, there's garbage cans. And there is a pit toilet. I haven't checked to see if they're open yet. There's also a spigot. I have not checked to see if that's functioning yet. There's a fire pit. I'm not going to be getting much into that. But I tell you what, before we go any further, let's check and see if the spigot's working. If not, we're going to have to do something about water. And of course, we have the lake. The spigot is working. So that's good. So you know what? Spigot is working. I could actually rinse my t-shirt and stuff in there, which I will. Because I've been sweating a lot again. Make some food, have a coffee here, and then, yeah, see exactly where I'm going to pick for a camp spot. Honey, I'm home. Certainly is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful park. Kelso Park. I did make a mistake. I thought that here was a Bruce Trail overnight rest area. And now it's close. It's not right here at all. You see the lake through the trees? Isn't that gorgeous? The beach below. But it's not right here at all. I made that same mistake last time because I've camped here before. This is all camping area, and then there's a post at the end where you put your permit. Apparently you have to get a permit. It says report to the guardhouse. I went down to the guardhouse. There is nobody there. Looks like there's been nobody there. Trees. This is exactly where I camped 2 years ago on my southbound leg of my Bruce Trail yo-yo. I camped right under these same trees, right in this little spot, tucked away. Nobody will know I'm even here. Perfect little spot. And just past my camp through the woods, right across there, if you can see the green door and the kind of gray sandy colored building, that is the that's the washroom, if you will, the pit toilet. So, and it's fine. It's got paper, it's got sanitization liquids and creams, and the toilet's clean. So it's fine. Okay, I just wanted to show you my camp spot for the night. So day's end. Now, at the spigot over there where I got my water and so on, I was talking about washing my clothes. I did the best you can do on trail is essentially rinse out your t-shirt, maybe shorts, socks, whatever's, in a river, at a tap, in a motel room bathtub. You can wash them a little better in a motel room bathtub, especially if there's some hair shampoo there. But it's not often you get to a laundromat, that's for sure. So, having said that, I did rinse my socks, they're still drying, my gloves, my buff, and my t-shirt. And it's fine. Just doing my log for the day, day number 7. See how many miles, kilometers we did today. So let's just have a look and see. Oh, using the Bruce Trail app. Oh, excuse me. Using the Bruce Trail app. So that's where I am. Let's put a marker on there. We'll call it the parking lot. Okay, fine. And let's go back to, where did we camp last night? Last night we camped at the Dundas overnight rest area. So we'll go back to where we camped last night. Way. Man, we had a big day today. It was a push day today, that's for sure. No, that's wrong. We camped there last... No, we did not camp there last night. You fool. That was 70 kilometers. No, we did not. We camped. I know where we camped. We went past Waterdown. We went past City View Park, which is where we've camped before. We came out, we went through Cedar Springs, we came to the Guelph line, and we went to the side road number 1, and we camped right there. But side road number 1, just right in the forest there. Beautiful little spot, by the way. Nice and quiet, but it wasn't very flat. My bad. Anyhow, it worked fine. Don't forget, when you're camping in the forest and so on, you're not paying for these camps. Oh my God. 37 kilometers again today. Wow. No wonder I was beat. 37. That was too much. Whew. So, what does that give us for a total on trail? So 37 today, 0.0 plus 166.5 equals 203.5 kilometers. Oh my lordy. 203.5 kilometers we've done so far. Tomorrow is day 28, and I already calculated on the map from here to the Cedar Springs Motel. By the way, my daughter's meeting me there tomorrow. I am delighted for that. She's going to take me into Georgetown to do some resupply shopping and Canadian Tire for some butane gas, hopefully, And hopefully we'll get a chance for a bite to eat, maybe a little bit of dinner somewhere. That would be lovely. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that. So, but tomorrow's 29 point something, 30 kilometer day just to get to the motel. I want to get there as early as possible. I need to bath, of course. I did have a sponge bath or a buff bath tonight, but I mean a proper bath. Shave, maybe wash my shorts. And of course the resupply and all that kind of stuff. So I'm setting my wake up tomorrow instead of at 5. I'm going to set it up at 4, just like I had on the Appalachian Trail, and get on trail, say at 5, give myself that extra hour. Yeah, see what it's like. I don't think, oh, we're going to enter the Toronto section just across the 401, which is at the other side of those trees. We will leave the Iroquois section and enter the Toronto section. We are flying. I can't believe how many kilometers we've done on some of these days. Out of the 7 days, we've had 4 days over 30 kilometers. Yeah, it's too much. I gotta settle it in a bit. Okay, speaking of settling in, I'm gonna finish this stuff off, and then I'm gonna probably retire. Maybe with a YouTube video. I'll see you guys in the morning.